Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I am in the Viggen, and I am doing the Beggar's Canyon mission, and this is a rather long mission. And I had to decide between starting the mission and trying to record the whole thing to save time, or just recording the mission from start to finish. I decided to do the start to finish thing because that's more realistic, and a lot of people are sticklers for the realism. So here we are. I've just started the mission. This mission requires that I fly for about 8-9 minutes. In the process, stay very low and go as fast as I possibly can to avoid all the air defenses. And it's called Beggar's Canyon. Basically, they stole that from Star Wars, of course. The only problem I have with the Viggen, ooh, that was low, 15 feet. The only problem I have with the Viggen sometimes is when I fly this thing, sometimes I don't know what I do, to be honest. I just fly it, and sometimes I end up breaking the thing where the engines like choke out or something. And it's pretty annoying when you've flown just, 8-9 minutes to a target area and then choke the engine out and fall out of the sky. It's just a bummer. Not quite sure what I do to do that or how I pull that off, but I've done it a few times and it's very annoying. I don't know if it was a negative G that did it, where I'm coming in and I decide to dive down abruptly, but definitely something's going on and it's pretty annoying. So if anybody has any ideas on what I might be doing whenever this thing decides to choke out on me, feel free to let me know in the comments section. So one of the things about DCS that is beautiful but annoying is the lighting effects. So if you look right now, I don't know if this is a dusk or a dawn scenario, but the lighting looks rather awesome right now when you look to the left. However, and when you look to the right, it ain't too bad either, but straight ahead or down below, DCS is just not very good at illuminating everything, or dark areas, I guess. A lot of people joke and call DCS the daylight combat simulator, and I can see why. I think the only place I've ever flown in DCS at nighttime and it looked rather impressive was the Dubai region, or maybe Vegas, when they have all the lights on. In a very densely populated area that has a lot of buildings, it ends up being kind of cool. It's when you're out in the middle of nowhere, like desert terrain or something, that, it just looks abysmal, I guess. Not very fun. Although, I guess here's another question for you. What simulation have you ever seen that depicted nighttime satisfactory? So equally as much, I don't believe, watch out for that. You gotta watch out for them power lines when you're going low. I don't think I've ever seen a PC flight simulation that really did depict nighttime that well. 9 times out of 10, you got to put on some kind of NVG goggles and, look through a green lens, basically, to see things. So, yeah, there's that. I do look forward to see what they come up with when they are finally able to go to the Vulkan API and upgrade the graphics system that they keep talking about. Now, something was paining me there, and I'm trying to stay low and fast, because I do not want to get shot down, and that would be a major bummer to fly all this way just to get knocked out of the sky by something. Ooh, 30 feet, 25 feet, that's pretty low. That's lower than my comfort level in this thing, for sure. I almost feel like the longbow days, flying a helicopter at 50 feet above the ground. That's what this kind of reminds me of. Trying to evade and just stay low and go as fast as you can. Although helicopters do not go nearly 15 feet. God damn, that was close. Helicopters don't go nearly as fast as what this thing does at triple burn. This thing is hauling ass. So hopefully I deploy the weapon right this time. It's like every time I feel like I've just figured out the Viggen just right, I do something stupid. Okay, where did my waypoint go? That was weird. I hate when it does that. The waypoint just kind of went counterclockwise all the way back around. Instead of making me go left, I'm actually going a little bit to the right from where I was. "15 feet again. That's pretty low. I'm not comfortable with that. Whew. But yeah, I don't remember ever seeing a flight sim that really depicted nighttime that well anyway. Although I look forward to see what Microsoft comes up with Flight Simulator 2020. It looks rather promising. Although it is said that it will not have VR to begin with out of the box, which a lot of people are kind of bummed about. I don't blame them, but you know, to be honest, I like VR and I'm addicted to VR. For the depth perception and the ability for me to move around the cockpit freely and it be a very smooth and natural viewing experience, I guess. But I really don't think we're there yet, technology-wise, for the best possible visual portrayal of scenery and everything outside of the cockpit. I think the cockpit looks great, but everything outside of it can really use a visual boost. And while there are VR headsets out there that have a better resolution than what I have with the Rift S, good luck having the hardware that will really push it to give you the kind of performance that I'm getting with the Rift S. I have a 2080 Super and an i5 9600K at 5 gigahertz, and that's pretty much the second fastest video card in the world right now. Boy, that was low and fast. Needing a 2080 Ti to really get the most out of this stuff is what you need to really push most of this stuff to have really good performance. I'm getting, I'd say, reasonable performance with my setup. So anyway, here's my target and it's coming up. So this is where I usually fuck up. So I'm coming in. I've tried coming in lower to bring that up, but it's almost like it will not let me start real low and then I'll let that thing show up on the screen, if that makes sense. See, this is walking it forward, and then what's going to happen is I'm going to go too low and I'm going to hit the goddamn ground, or the bombs are going to drop and then they're going to blow me up. Let's see if I got it. Yes, there we go. And look what happened. There we go. The fucking engine went out again. You've got to be kidding me. Why is this happening? I pulled off blowing up shit. I made it all the way here, but then the engine conked out on me. So I don't know. Very annoying. Did I overtax it? Did I raise my nose too high or something? You know, just don't understand. But the cool thing is look at the mess I made over there. That's pretty freaking awesome. I'm proud of that. I made it all the way here. I actually did what I was supposed to. I wonder if this will let me drop. Nah, it's not even letting me drop now. Bastards. I'm just coasting at this point. So I don't know the procedure to restart this thing. So I'm probably just going to fall out of the air, which is whatever. So anyway, guys, as always, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Feel free to hit that like button while you're at it. And until next time.